Welcome to Buddhism Mindful Journey. Today, we will explore an important yet often overlooked aspect of the life of the Buddha. His final days, the teachings he left behind, and his last words. This moment is essential in every practitioner's spiritual journey. The Buddha's passing is not just the end of a human life, but a profound affirmation of the impermanence of life and the liberation he attained. Even in the last years of his life, the Buddha knew that his time on earth was coming to an end. He was not someone who feared death but recognized it as an inevitable truth. This prophecy was not a foretelling of sadness, but a reminder of the impermanence of all things. In Buddhism, impermanence is one of the three core characteristics of existence, alongside suffering and non-self. The truth of death and impermanence is a crucial teaching that the Buddha always emphasized in his discourses. Death is not an end but merely a transition. He taught his disciples that we should live fully in each moment and not cling to the temporary, for all things will eventually pass. When confronted with his own passing, the Buddha felt neither fear nor surprise because he had fully understood the impermanence of all phenomena, and this understanding forms the foundation of Buddhist wisdom. As the Buddha embarked on his final journey to Kushinagar, he faced illness and weakness with calm acceptance. Rather than feeling fear or concern, he saw these conditions as a natural part of life. In this way, he demonstrated that illness and suffering should not be avoided or feared but are opportunities to practice mindfulness and truly understand the nature of the body and mind. What the Buddha teaches here is about accepting things as they are. While traveling to Kushinagar, he advised his disciples not to let pain or suffering dominate the mind. By not allowing ourselves to be overwhelmed by fear or worry, he exemplified a state of mindfulness, helping his followers understand that suffering is part of the path to liberation and does not need to be avoided. The Buddha's last meal at Pava, when he ate the pork offered by Kunda, has been a topic of controversy and speculation. After eating this meal, he suffered from severe abdominal pain, leading some disciples to believe he was poisoned. However, the Buddha did not blame Kunda. Instead, he taught that we cannot control all aspects of life. What matters is how we respond to each situation. The lesson here is about releasing fear and blame. We cannot control all the elements in life, but we can control how we respond to them. The Buddha taught that mental calmness is essential, and through this, we can overcome any challenge. Death and suffering are inevitable, but we can face them with serenity, not allowing them to control our emotions. As the Buddha lay between two sal trees in Kushinagar, ready to enter Nirvana, his final moments were profound moments to impart his invaluable teachings to his disciples. His last words emphasized impermanence and letting go. He taught that all things must pass, and because of this, we should not cling to anything, not even our own bodies. In his final teachings, we see the emphasis on living fully in the present, not clinging to the past or worrying about the future. The Buddha advised his disciples to follow the path he had outlined, the path of compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness. The Buddha's passing was not an end but a continuation of the legacy he left behind. His last words were methods to achieve liberation and freedom from suffering. Letting go is one of the central themes in the Buddha's teachings. He taught not only to let go of external possessions but also of thoughts, emotions, and attachments in the mind. Letting go does not mean abandoning or fleeing, but freeing the mind from attachments and desires. When we let go, we are no longer swept up in desires or fears, and instead, we find peace and freedom. The Buddha lived and died in this way without attachment to anything. This is why his death is not an end but a transition to eternal liberation. Ultimately, the Buddha's passing is a profound affirmation of complete liberation from all suffering. When he entered Nirvana, he did not die as an ordinary person but became one with the universe, symbolizing liberation from the cycle of birth and death. His teachings continue to inspire and guide those who seek enlightenment. The eternal legacy of the Buddha is the middle way. He taught a path that avoids extremes and follows a path of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. His teachings will continue to be a source of inspiration and light for all of us on the path to true freedom and happiness. The Buddha's passing is not just an end but a new beginning for all of us. The lessons on impermanence, letting go, and enlightenment that he left behind are precious guidelines for living a meaningful and mindful life. Let us live fully in the present, release attachment, and find liberation in every moment. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Buddhism Mindful Journey to not miss out on more valuable Buddhist teachings. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.